Hey folks, Ray from DCRainmaker.com here. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the best Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals that are out there for the sports technology realm. Now a couple things. One is this is mostly US focused. I'm sorry, just the way pricing works outside the US, you don't really see a ton of great deals. You see good deals, but not great deals. Now I've consolidated all these deals onto one huge page because the YouTube doesn't really work very well for this sort of thing. So I have a massive page of deals. I update this page like every hour constantly, all day long, today, tomorrow, the next 4 days. I'm updating it all day long with every deal I can find that's sports technology wise. So things that basically are gizmos and gadgets, watches, GoPros, drones, action cameras, stuff like that. Not like socks and underwear and all that random crap that I don't really deal with. So all about this page, I want to kind of run through some of the top deals that I think are on it. And I define top as things that I look at the price and I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. You should get that deal. So what I've got here is a list, and I'll go through some of these, just kind of walk through them super quick. Again, there's like 70, 80 deals on that list right now, so I'm not gonna go through all of them. Number one is the Garmin 920 XT for 199 bucks. The 920 XT is a triathlon watch. It's like 2.5, maybe even 3 years old now. It's a great watch though. Like it's one of the best triathlon watches out there. It dominates at Ironman Hawaii, Ironman Kona, the Ironman World Championships in terms of what people are using. Awesome watch, 199 bucks. It's normally like a full $100-ish watch in its prime. It's great, it's just go for it. Next we got the Fitbit Ionic. So this little doohickey right here. Best Buy is doing a doorbuster sort of sale where they have it for the same price as normal, $299, but they're giving you a $50 gift card. So, you know, gift cards are always kind of give and take, but it's a Best Buy gift card. You're going to use it. It's like an Amazon gift card. There are plenty of things you can buy there eventually that you'll use it for. So that's a pretty solid deal for something that's brand new. On that same vein of brand new things, we've got the Vivo Active 3. This is down to $249, so 50 bucks off. And what's interesting about both of these is they just came out like 2 months ago. So it's cool to see and unusual to see for Black Friday deals to have brand new tech. It just doesn't often happen. So $249 for this is a very, very solid deal. Next, we got some running gizmos and gadgets. First up is Stride Power Meter. It's Stride for running. So they make a little foot pod that you put on your shoe and it gives you power and wattage and whatnot as you're running. Normally it's 200 bucks for the unit, but if you buy a 2-pack of them, you get it for 300 bucks. And so you're getting basically 100 bucks off, so 50 bucks per person. You do have to find a friend for that, of course, because you don't really use 2 pods at once, so you just use one. On the pod front, we've also got RunScribe. They're another company that's been around. They're on the 3rd generation product at this point. They have running pods that measure things like form, and now with their latest product, running power as well, just like Stride does. Their pods are 15% off, so that's also a really good deal. And they actually have a dual layout, so you get 2 pods, one for each shoe. Pretty cool. I've been testing it lately. Good stuff. So definitely check that out as well. Then we've got Suunto. Suunto is doing 30% off most of their watches. Again, it depends on the vendor and the retailer, so I've linked to all those in that big massive post there as to which retailers and which models, but almost all the models count there, especially the Spartan Ultra and the higher end ones all do count, so that is definitely worthwhile checking out. Polar's also got a great deal on their M460, which is 25% off. That's their cycling GPS unit. It's normally $179, so 25% off is like one something or other. That is a solid deal for a really, really good unit. And they're also running deals on the A370, which is their new wearable one, as well as their new H10 heart rate strap. So definitely check those out. Those are also pretty worthwhile because we don't tend to see sales on those either. And again, the thing that you're seeing here is almost everything I've talked about is brand new this year, which really, I can't stress how unusual it is to have a bunch of good Black Friday deals that actually came out this year. Most things are like years past. It's known as like where you get rid of old tech. So it's actually kind of impressive here. Speaking of slightly older tech, we've got the PowerTap P1 pedals going for 25% off. So that's the pedals for 750 bucks, normally $1,000. And then you also have the PowerTap hubs, which are also 25% off. This is slightly higher than the 20% off sale that's been going on for the last couple weeks that I've kind of talked about. So that was sort of unusual and came out of the blue literally just last night. So that's sort of cool to see. Great deal for pedals that I use. They're on that bike right there and that bike right there. So they're awesome, they work well. One of my favorites out there. Speaking of the 20% off sale, so DCR readers know that there was a 20% off pretty much anything at Clever Training deal for DCR VIP peoples about 2 weeks ago, and it ran for roughly 10 days. It was great because you could buy trainers at 20% off or power meters at 20% off. Almost anything except for essentially Garmin, GoPro, and Fitbit stuff was sort of the basics of that. Really, really good deals. Like if you wanted to go buy SRAM ETAP for your bike, you could do that. If you wanted to buy a new Tacx Neo trainer, you could do that for 20% off. If you wanted to buy Stage's new dual LR power meter that just started listing 2 days ago, you could have done that. Well, you couldn't because the deal ended before they listed. But now, tomorrow, Friday, from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. only, the deal is coming back. The band's back together again. So check out all the details on the page there. It's linked to. There's a ton of things that you can get really creative on for saving 20%, which can be a lot of money when you're talking a really big, expensive thing like a $1,000 or a $1,600 trainer, or even more for like gears and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. Shifting a little bit towards action cameras and drones and stuff, the DJI Spark drone is $100 off right now, so $399. That's a drone I've really started using a lot more. I love the DJI Mavic. It's a little more expensive at $1,000, also on sale, but the Spark is great because it fits in the back of my jersey pocket while cycling. I can get awesome shots like this right there, and this whole video that I shot up there is shot in chunks with the Spark. It's just awesome for like sports and just getting out there and doing stuff and not having a lot of things to carry. It doesn't shoot 4K, it shoots 1080p, but it looks beautiful, and again, it's so portable. I love it, and I'm the guy that I'm shooting this video on 4K for some silly reason, so I love resolution stuff, but I also love portability, and this is really rocking on portability. If you do want to go with the Mavic though, that is also $100 off. Not a great deal, just sort of a so-so deal in terms of how the Mavic goes. Action camera wise, GoPro is running a deal where they're basically doing a $50 off plus a $50 gift card plus a 32 gig SD card. And then on Monday, there's gonna be another solid GoPro deal. So if you've been looking at some of the newer GoPro cameras, not the Fusion, but the other newer cameras, you may want to wait till Monday and definitely check out the page on Monday morning. So just a thought there. Beyond that, also I've put some links to some other like random tech stuff that I like that's not like just sports tech stuff. Like there's some Bose headphones that I love, like $100 off, which is nuts. And I put some like other gadgety gear stuff that I use, like battery packs and chargers and stuff that I just use day to day that has nothing to do with sports technology, but I just happen to love it. And then finally, we'll end up with one actual DCR deal. You always see me compare charts and data between different power meters and heart rate straps and sensors and GPS stuff, and I use this called a DCR analyzer. It's my own software suite, if you will, that allows me to compare all this stuff. You've been able to use it now since last January, I think it was, or so, that I kind of rolled out, let folks try it out and use it for your own projects, so whatever you want. That is 30% off for the next 2 days, so you can check that out in that same gigantic list of links there as well, and use that if you want to use it for projects. And of course, don't forget to see the link. The very first link in the description there is to all of the deals, or just that giant URL on your screen right now. Anyways, enjoy turkey if you're in the US, and if you're not in the US, then just enjoy some ice cream or something else. It'll be pretty much the same thing. So have a good one. Bye.